It was only a matter of time before the power struggles between the National Assembly and the Senate came to the fore as the two chambers of parliament adjust in their new roles under the current constitutional order, and it is the legality or lack of it in referring the Division of Revenue Bill to the Senate after it was passed by the National Assembly last week that has set off the supremacy contest between the two chambers of parliament.
The creation of the Senate was only for the purpose of devolution, and that's why they are there to fight for the counties to get fair share of the allocation. And if, Mr. Speaker, sir, that is only 15% of the national budget, while the National Assembly is responsible for discussing 85% of the national budget. So it's obvious, if we talk about superiority, the Kenyan people are wise enough.
With the matter triggering intense debate in the House, Speaker of the National Assembly allowed several members to ventilate, a move that exposed the deep-seated competing political interests between the two chambers of parliament.
The House called the Senate was meant, in my interpretation, and that is mine, Mr. Speaker, to be a house for the retirees. Mr. Speaker, this was supposed to be, if you allow me, the nyumba ya wazee.
Constitutionally, historically, traditionally, from whichever angle of the compass you look at it, this National Assembly is the senior house in the parliament as constituted by the Constitution.
The senators have insisted that they must have a stake in the management of the Constituency Development Fund, CDF, and to play a bigger role in the supervision of how funds allocated to the county governments are utilized. This they say they will do, even if it causes discomfort within the National Assembly circles.
The Constitution has created literally two houses that sit side by side. And that's why some of us believe maybe an amendment is in order. Because if you look at what happened during the constitutional debate, the National Assembly was sitting in judgment. They were making a constitution where they had an interest to ensure that no house was upper.
But the National Assembly lawmakers would hear none of this and maintain that senators were overstepping their mandate, as outlined in Article 96 of the Constitution.
Article 96 gives the role of the Senate. Article 95 gives the role of the National Assembly. Those are the boundaries. Those are the walls. You cannot shift these walls. If you want to shift the walls, you must go back to the Kenyan people.
Let us sit, do our work, and if senators are idle, we will invite them to sit in the gallery and watch occasionally what we are doing.
I think they want to incite, Mr. Speaker. I don't know whether that's parliamentary. I think, Mr. Speaker, because of the backlash we've been having of late as a House, we are seen to be now a soft target for anybody who wants to wake up and say anything. Let me just make it clear. We are a soft target, but we are very united in what we know our role in this House is and what our rights are.
The Senate members, however, think otherwise.
Every matter that touches on counties is a matter of the Senate. In fact, we can decide to adopt their proposals, amend them, or reject them.
National Assembly Speaker Justin Muturi has promised to make a directive on the supremacy contest in the bicameral parliament.
I should be able to deliver that ruling tomorrow at 2:30.
But on their part, senators have insisted that they represent larger constituencies than their National Assembly counterparts, and as such should have more power and influence. Francis Gashore, Citizen Live at 9.